Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your monthly reading for August 2026. We are going to take a look at the person on your mind, also what's going on with you, if there are any challenges or blocks that you need to be made aware of, and look at your recent past, your present situation, and also what you can expect from the person on your mind in the immediate future. We'll take a look at their feelings at the end, and then there's also going to be an extended reading available. You can find out information about that in the description box below. So let's get started. Tell me about Sagittarius for the month of August. Okay, Sagittarius. Looks like you have some clarity that you are searching for the month of August. I don't think this is new. I think that this is being carried over from the recent past because there seems to be a lot of confusion there. You have the King of Swords for your situation, and that is being challenged by the Devil. There's something that's just a little bit toxic about this situation. There's something off. There is somebody not acting with the other person in mind. For the person on your mind, you get the Three of Pentacles. This tells me that they do want to work with you, that they're open to collaborating. I don't see anything that's telling me that you guys are in contact now, but they are open to it. And I think that they do want to come in and help the situation kind of move forward a little bit. In the recent past, you have the Seven of Cups. This could tell me that you're keeping your options open, or that there's just like a lot going on, a lot of confusion, a lot of changes, a lot of you trying to understand exactly the position that you're supposed to be in. In your focus, you have the World. Something's come to an end. It's like your life is starting over completely. You went to bed yesterday, one person in one place, and you woke up today completely different in a completely different place. In the immediate future, what you can expect from this person, you have the Queen of Wands. Um, I'll say this: if you find this person irresistible now, that's not changing. That's remaining the same, if not more. But you can expect them to be really confident in whatever decision they have come to, whatever decision they make in the immediate future. You can expect them to have thought a lot about it and to have really made up their mind. I don't think they're going to budge once they do. Their feelings towards you, you have the Chariot. I think that this is telling me that they're determined to um, come hell or high water, figure this thing out. I don't know if that means being in a relationship. I don't know if that means uh, splitting apart. I don't know what it means. We're going to see. So let's start with you as the King of Swords. Why are you the King of Swords? What are you trying to get to the bottom of? There's some sort of truth here that you're searching for. And I do think that you are going to figure this out in the month of August. If this is something that's been looming on your mind for a long time, the month of August is open and available for you to sort through this. And I think, also in the month of August, you're saying, like, look, we may have done things your way in the past, but it's now my way or the highway. This is clarified with the Ace of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you've been really stuck. I feel like, Sagittarius, you have been feeling a little bit of rejection from someone or something, and it's created a situation where you're like, well, now what? Like, I thought I had everything figured out, but clearly I didn't see something. Clearly I was missing something. And this month, that's the something that you're trying to figure out. It's like, how did I not see that? How did I allow that to go on right underneath my nose and not have any clue? Like, I thought my intuition was on point. I thought I was really paying attention here. That's why the devil's crossing, because the devil is the illusion. The devil is here to allow that confusion. Tell me about the devil for Sagittarius. You have the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, that's just more confusion. The Empress and the devil again. You know, something here is wrong. And the challenge is find out the truth and then rectify and set things right. I think that this starts with self-care. This starts with you doing you kind of taking your focus off of this other thing or this other person for the month of August and really trying to figure out exactly what was missed and how can you move forward into the future without having to deal with a situation like this ever again. What does that mean? I don't know. Does that mean looking for red flags a little bit sooner? Does that mean even understanding what those red flags might be? Because there is something here that was waving a giant red flag, Sagittarius, and your optimistic ass just like wasn't noticing. You were like, okay, that sounds fun, but there was something here that was just like, hello, this is not right, but you just weren't seeing it. And now you're suffering the consequences of it. You're feeling rejected because of it, and you're really stuck because of it. And you know, your focus is big changes, so that's very positive in it and a step in the right direction, I will say. Let's clarify the person on your mind. The Three of Pentacles. You get the Six of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. So okay, this person. A lot of people think when the devil shows up that it means like some obvious conflict, that it's there's like some obvious toxicity happening, and that's not the case at all. What the case is that it's menacing under the surface, and you don't see it because it's not clear, and also it hits you like a ton of bricks because it is really toxic. So this person that you're dealing with is someone who is probably extremely calm under pressure, who has quite a relaxed sensibility. They're a little bit easygoing, and they tend to kind of ignore issues and they sweep things under the rug because they are conflict avoidant. Sagittarius. Tell me that's not true. This person um, has an avoidance to emotional turbulence. So whenever things get heavy, whenever things get serious, whenever things get a little bumpy, they act like everything's fine, but underneath there's a tension building that's telling them to run the other direction. I can't handle this. I don't want to deal with this. And it does look like, now that there's been a little bit of separation here, that that underlying fear and tension has resided because they're not dealing with it on a daily basis, and they're open once again to working with you in some capacity, to figuring this thing out, because there looks like there's a lot of unfinished business here. They want to move this into a better place. I don't think they want to stay stuck where they're at with you. I don't know what a better place looks like, if that means like you guys hashing it out, if that means them coming correct and telling you the honest truth as to what happened, or if that even means like them understanding exactly what's going on within them. In the recent past, you have the Seven of Cups. That's clarified with Temperance, the Four of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. So yeah, this person was part of your recent past, absolutely, for sure. You had so much going on here in the recent past, and so many things were up in the air for you that you had to take a break. You didn't have a choice. You had to take a step back and gather yourself and figure out the middle road. What is the middle road? The middle road is not the high road, not the low road. It's balancing yourself and doing things in moderation and kind of working with what you have to get yourself to a place where you can stabilize in some way. a lot of times when our nervous systems are activated, we need not to go to the other extreme, which is like depression, but we need to just like figure out a way to center ourselves and take a beat, you know? And I see this is what was happening in the recent past. And the Three of Pentacles being here as well, that tells me that you took space from this person. You had to put them on pause for a second. Let's see about the world in your focus. This is you hitting the reset button. This is like, you know, a completely new thing for you here happening. And I think that that's what's wanted. I don't think you want to go backwards. Sagittarius never wants to go backwards. But, you know, I also think that you're kind of floundering in the wind a little bit without a clear direction to go. So you're feeling, it's not like you're feeling stuck, but it's almost like in this limbo phase where you're like, okay, I'm not going that way. I'm definitely going that way, but I just don't know how yet. You get strength, the High Priestess, and the Six of Pentacles. This is, yeah, this is you're really taking control of your own life and your own situation. You're really like keeping that balanced perspective and not trying to blow things up and not trying to have anything blow up on you as well. I think you're keeping to yourself in a lot of ways and really focusing on what this new path looks like for you. And that takes enormous courage. It takes enormous courage to start your life over, especially if it's something that you've had to do in the past, because it's like, you know how much it can suck, you know how many benefits you can get out of it. And you know, I think you want to do things differently this time with the insight and the intuition that you have, that you've learned over time and that you're carrying with you. And it's like, well, I have all this like powerful knowledge. How can I use it to better my life? I keep using it to help other people, but how can I use it to better my life? You're showing up here as the Queen of Wands. This is your court card in the immediate future, but it's their next move towards you and what you can expect from them. So I'm reading this as you can expect them to show up in your energy here in the immediate future with this offer of working together, of collaborating in some way and cooperating. You know, this is also, they could just show up and be like, you want to just like be friends for now? Let's just like get this tension kind of shifted between us. And, you know, I don't know, up to you. They're clarified with the Death card, the King of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. So here you are again, the King of Swords. That's how you started out the reading. So both of you are here in the immediate future. What you can expect next from them is for them to kind of upset your apple cart a little bit. All this work you've been doing to balance yourself out, to find your equilibrium, to moderate your emotions, to make sure that every little aspect of your life is taken care of in some small way, even if you feel like you're not doing it well at this point. Here they come. And it rattles you a little bit. And I think what you can also expect is for them to tell you that they are also rattled, that this is affecting them much more than they anticipated, and also that the way that things are going at the current moment needs to end. So putting the tension between the two of you, the distance between the two of you, the lack of contact between the two of you, that needs to transform in some way in order for both of you to get past the stress and anxiety that this whole situation is causing. Both of you, not one of you. It's both of you. Um, I think for them, it may have hit them a little bit later. And so that's why they're coming in now and saying, like, I can't take it anymore. And you're like, well, it's been a while. I'm kind of over it. But it's just kind of hitting them. I think this is a very similar reading to one of your July weeklies. Yeah, they're coming in, and this confident decision that they've made is things need to change. Something needs to shift. I'm not going to sit in this discomfort anymore and ruminate and be haunted by you. I think they're haunted by you, Sag. What'd you do? What'd they do, right? Let's see the Chariot for their feelings for you for the month of July. Again, this is them wanting to go in a new direction and being really determined to do so. I think any ego games that they're playing, or like any like, well, I'm not going to reach out if Sag doesn't reach out. I think that that's going to soften, and they're going to make a decision, and they're going to stick with it. That's clarified with the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. I think that, yeah, again, this is hitting them fast, and it's something that they didn't really expect. You have the Ace of Cups here with the Wheel of Fortune. I believe that they're determined to rush in quickly and tell you, like, I can see this being really good, but we have to start over. Like, we have to figure this thing out. I want to I want you back, Sagittarius. Like, I want love in my life, and I don't want it from just anyone. I thought maybe just anyone would do, but no. I want it from you. I want to change things up. I want to get out of this vicious cycle of running away from the people who care about me and love me in my life, and and get these wheels back on the right tracks. So Sagittarius, if this resonated with you, we're going to take it to the extended reading. We're going to look at anything that's hidden that you may not know from this person, any outside influences that are affecting what's going on with you, their intentions, their hopes and fears. We'll get an outcome and also some advice for you, and we'll pull a bunch of oracle cards as well. So meet me over there. You can find all that information in the description box below if it suits you, and we will see you next time. Thank you, Sag. Bye.